I'm unbelievably out of it. I don't feel well. I haven't slept. And I had a bad day. But the main reason for this video is actually a Twilight New Moon review. And I'll do that to the best of my ability. So I took 3 10-and-a-half-year-olds to see New Moon. And I was never a fan of the Twilight series. I had no interest in reading the books. I had no interest in seeing the movie. And then I went to Blockbuster one night, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to watch it and see if I like it. Well, I became a fan. And then Libby is the girl that I watch. She said Twilight came out. And I was like, the new one? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm dying to know what happens. And she's like, why don't you read the book? So I'm like, why read the book when the movie's out? So I went and saw the movie, and oh my gosh. Beforehand, we went to Hot Topic so she could look at the New Moon stuff. I saw so many shirts that I wanted to buy, but I'm being good and not spending money. And she bought a Twilight purse. And I forget what else I was going to say. Anyway, we went to the movie, and I got a cup just in the house. And the movie itself was up and down. I was glad that Edward had. This is a spoiler video, so don't watch this if you haven't seen it. I like that Edward was gone. I'm a team Jacob all the way. I don't like Edward. But on the other hand, here's what I think. This is what I think. I think Edward left to protect her, thinking that if he was gone, that she'd be better off. And he saw that clearly, whether he's there or not, they're still going to go after her. So in the end, he realizes that he can be there. It's not going to make a difference. So in a sense, it was like, okay, he's not being a jerk. He was looking out for her in a way. But on the other hand, Jacob is the sweetest thing ever. And I'm sorry, when he was a wolf, he was still the cutest thing ever. I am totally team Jacob, like I said. I think that she'd be better off with Jacob. And I don't understand how she can say that she loves him, but she always chooses Edward. I didn't understand that. And his shirtless scenes, we could totally do without. However, when Taylor ripped his shirt off, I think the entire audience screamed, minus me. I was just like, he just took his shirt off. It's gonna be okay, guys. Breathe easy. Yeah, but when Edward took his off, I'm like, put it back on, put it back on. But no complaints from Taylor, obviously. I'm just kidding. The entire ending with the marriage thing and leaving it hanging, and I don't know. I'm kind of anxious now. They're already promoting Eclipse, so I'm excited. Can't wait. So yeah, the movie. I thought the movie was amazing. I didn't like the ending, but I'm not too upset that she's with Edward. I mean, that's how I see it. As he realized he couldn't protect her either way. So being there was more protection than it was being away. So I don't think he's necessarily being a jerk. I think he was just, thinking being gone would help more. But I do like Jacob a lot more. And not just because he's cute. I think he was a lot sweeter. I'd rather have a Jacob than an Edward, so. Yeah. And I read a lot of reviews where the comments were about their acting skills. The one person in the entire movie that stands out, well, there's 2 people that stand out. They're Ashley Greene and Taylor Lautner. Their acting skills are amazing. And Robert Pattinson is also a pretty good actor. The ones on the downside, I would say, were Kristen Stewart. she kind of acts like herself the entire movie. So that would be the only person that really stands out as a mediocre actor. But other than that, I think that the reviews people were giving were kind of off. They said it was bad acting, it was horrible plot line, and the music sucked and everything else. So I don't know. I thought the movie was good, and I'm actually gonna read Eclipse if I can, because I'm anxious to see what happens in the new one. So that was my review. I know it sucked kind of, but I gave it 2 thumbs up. And I hope you guys go see it. Oh, right. I had forum members ask me about the domain thing, so they're kind of confused. We got a new Twitter account for the forum. It's www.twitter.com/defyingtheodds1. I wanted to get Defying the Odds, but some spam took it up. So it's Defying the Odds 1. We only have 3 followers, and I'll name them. They're Ange, Sweet 16, and Amy. So we have 2 forum members and one of the people on the we made the forum for. So go follow our Twitter. I'll put the link in the sidebar over there. So you can go follow us on Twitter. I'm gonna make sure that I use that a lot more and update the the forum and stuff like that. I also made the icon. I was inspired by Team Hudgens to do that. It was really I like it. I kind of like it. I used Hollywood font. It's pretty cool. The domain. I am getting a domain as we speak. Well, it's in the process of it. I'm getting help from someone, and we're gonna work on getting a domain and a new forum. So the one that we're using now is gonna change. Yeah. So don't worry about it. Nothing's gonna happen until nothing's gonna happen for a long time. So just don't freak out. Like I'm always letting you guys know what's happening. I'll make sure and let you know when it happens. For now, go follow the Twitter and have a good weekend. Rest of the weekend.